What's up, YouTube? It's your boy SKS Plays coming at you with another video. It's so wrong to say that intro, but I had to throw it out there. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you are interested in Super Mega Baseball 3 and the franchise mode that I'm getting ready to start up over on Twitch. If you've not seen me on Twitch, go ahead and check that out, twitch.tv/SKSPlays. Hit that follow button. Join us on the Discord. If you go into the Twitch and you've never been there before, just hit exclamation point Discord and hit enter, and it will give you a link to join our Discord server, and we'd love to have you. But yeah, if you did not see Super Mega Baseball 2 in our seasons, it was freaking awesome. And this year, Super Mega Baseball 3 is going to go even beyond that with franchise mode, where you as the player will develop, and a lot of you will actually move on to other teams, because when you get too expensive, I can't afford you and we have to trade you away, or you go free agent and you sign with other teams. There's just different ways to build the player during the year. So even if you start out with some low numbers, you can build up and become an all-star. I really enjoy this game, and I think it will be a great addition to where we're streaming American Truck Simulator. And again, it's just, I love interaction amongst everybody who comes in and watches this stuff. Just a couple of things to keep in mind, though, is I'm totally just offhanding this, by the way. It's nothing. I've got some B-roll footage of the game. I imported our old Larry Ballers team into Super Mega Baseball 3 just to see how they would react. And, well, this team would only last one season because the payroll is so expensive that it broke the game, that we can't afford any upgrades. We cannot upgrade anybody as the season goes on. And that itself just taught me that you just can't make this overpowered team, or it won't work. But just a couple of things to give you before you go down, and the second part of this video will be, it's me in the game, and it's showing all the customization options. And if you actually pull up that Google Doc, or that Google form, excuse me, and you fill it out as you watch it, and you can create your player pretty much right then. The big key to remember is, there's a couple of keys. Is one, again, not everybody wants to be on my team. We are rolling with a different team this year. We're not going to be the Larry Ballers. We're going to be the Drakes. And we have a totally different outfield or outlook on our jerseys. We're no longer green and white. The Drakes are going to have different colors. So keep that in mind when you're designing your outfit. I'll throw a picture up right now so that you could see what our jerseys are going to look like. And so when you're designing your character and undershirts and things like that, you'll see what the team is going to be wearing for home and away. I'm very excited about that. I made the logo myself and the thing, and it's I took a lot of time. I took about 3 hours to do that. So I'm very excited about that. So yeah, keep that in mind. That's the team colors. There's some certain things that ask you about age. Remember, the older your player is, and I'm not telling everybody to make 18-year-olds. The older your player is, the more chance they are to retire. So just keep that in mind. I think the age goes up to 38 or 40 or something like that. If you make your character 36, there's a chance they retire after one season. So keep that in mind. And you may just want that. You may just want to be on there for one season. So that's fine with me. I just want everybody to be aware. And again, during the season, we may trade you away. And when I say we, I mean I. If you become too expensive and there's a good move and there's a player in the league that looks great and a team offers us somebody for you, well, that's just part of franchise mode. If you've ever played Madden or anything like that, you understand how that works. So it is a very fluid team. It is going to change, but there is probably going to be 32 teams in the league. So there'll be a lot of opportunities, and one of the options on the form is you can choose to be on another team. And what I'll do is I'll randomly draw teams out, and if you want to be on that team and you want to play second base, I'll put you on that team, and then that team will control you. So keep that in your mind, because there's going to be limited space on the Drakes. Not everybody will make the team, and some people don't want to play backup. And that's fine. I understand that. So if you want to be a starter on another team, you know, I've got an additional comments thing at the end of the forum. Put that on there. Let me know. But the forum pretty much goes in order. You can pretty much customize everything. There's a few different tweaks this year. This video will probably be about 50 minutes. because of that. I'm trying to hurry through this. So yeah, the only thing I can guarantee is if you get on the Drakes, if you get on the team, you'll be there for most of the first season. And then after that, I don't know what's going to happen. That's just up in the air. So keep that in mind. And I cannot promise, you know, championships or pennants or anything of that nature. That's just something that you'll just have to go with. And not everybody's going to be an all-star. The way that I'll do the stats is on the form, you're gonna rank what you want your abilities to be. So if you want to be a power hitter, you'd put 1 by power. If you want to be a contact hitter, you put that 1 by contact. If you want to be a base stealer, you put that. And then I'm going to randomly use die to roll stats, and that's what people are going to have. So keep that in mind. Last year I tried to let people pick their own, and everybody wanted to be Superman, and it just made the team, like I said, it was OP and it wasn't realistic, and even though we didn't win, we kept turning the ego up, and it kind of broke in the playoffs, which I think they fixed that. So whatever we pick this year, we'll stick with, hopefully. But with that said, if you get questions on what's going on, I don't know if this video will be live. I may actually just make it live. It'll be public and everybody can see it and everybody can decide. But pretty much after I get done speaking, it's going to go straight into the chunk of where I go through everything that you can do to critique or make your player. So just look at that. And I know I'm stumbling through this. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning, and I wanted to get this video up because tomorrow when this goes live, I will probably be streaming Super Mega Baseball 3, and I'll be using the Larry Ballers just to let people see the game and what it's about, and then I'm going to direct them to come watch this. So, again, apologies for the professionalism that SKS brings to the table, but this is what you get. So, again, if you got questions, message me in Discord, or, you know, leave a comment below. Let me know something. Just some of you have been around, you understand how this works, but we got some new viewers and everything, and I'm just inviting everybody to come be part of it. I really enjoy it, especially like when people want to be on other teams. It's really fun to play them, and then if I pitch a bad pitch and they hit a home run on me, and then chat goes ballistic that, you know, somebody else in chat who played on another team just put us in our place. So there's no pressure to want to be on the Drakes. If you want to be on another team, which I don't know which teams are going to be on there, I'll probably put the players on. The game has, I think, 20-something teams that come from series to series. I probably won't put people on those unless they get traded to those teams. But whatever the computer generates for the other teams, those will probably be the teams you get on. So if there's a lot of people that sign up, you could be on a team with a lot of other viewers on a different team besides the Drakes. So just keep that in mind. All right, I'm trying to keep this little segment under 10 minutes because the other part's about 40. So go on into that, watch that, fill out your form. If I see any big errors on it, I ask for your email on it. I'll either email you or message you in Discord or on here. Anyways, I will see you next time. We're going to transition to the next part. Thanks, guys and girls. All right, gamers, I'm not sure when this will be spliced into the video, but I thought we'd start here. Let's go over the options for Super Mega Baseball 3. Obviously, the basics is your player name, first and last name, and a number. The numbers go from 00, 0, then 1 through 99. Now, obviously, on the Google Doc, I'll probably ask for you to put multiple numbers down. So pick probably 2 or 3 that you would like to have, because obviously there's always some spillover. Only 2 genders in this game, sorry. Physique, you can have skinny, you can have average, and beefy. Now that is for the males. I'll go through the female here in a second. Skin tone, the best way to put these on for which one you want, I'll go through these slow, is to tell me which row you want. So if you like this color here, you'll say row 2, column 3. Obviously down here would be row 3, column 5. So that's the best way to kind of tell which one you want there. And again, I'm going to try to go through this as fast as possible because I know some of the stuff at the end of this guide will really take a long time. Your bats, you can either be right-handed, left-handed, or switch hitter. Remember, switch hitters are kind of rare, so if you in real life are that, you can put that down. You can also throw right or left. You can do one or the other. I know some people will bat right and they throw left. That's fine. That happens. Personalities. Here's what we have here. We got droopy. We got tough. Egotistical. Relaxed. Timid. Competitive. Jolly. And then back to droopy. Man, that timid looks like he's on some cracker. Good lord. Okay. Anyway, let's check out the female. So you can see the physiques. We have athletic, which makes them super thick. We have petite, which just makes them badunkadunk. And that's all we have. You have two. Sorry, ladies. That has been one of the things in the forums, that they would like a lot more things for what women get. And I'm not sure if the women's personalities changed. They probably just have some different looks on their face. And I'll go through those there so you can see and pick which one. So you ladies out there can pick which one you want. All right, we'll go through all the heads here so you can see. And on this one, you'll just put what number you want. So I'll just scroll through these real quick. And this must be head shape. So you can kind of draw what you want based on your head shape on this. It looked like there's 14 of them. All right, hair, we'll go through this. Eight and 9 are very similar. It looks like there's just a little shave. All right, so there was all the hair. Facial hair. Yo mustache. Handlebar mustache. Ooh, getting some fancy-fied. Oh, that's slick. Oh, that's just like under the mustache. It's like a 5 o'clock shadow type thing. A lot of these just have some shades on them additional, so it's the same ones with some 5 o'clock shadow. But to each their own, whichever one you want. There's a lot of them. All right. Hair color. Again, you just give me the row and column of what you want. Oh, so one, if you want the same color, you can just put same in there, but obviously if you want your beard to be a different color than your hair on top, then that's what the second one's for. Eyebrows. Wish I could zoom in a little bit here so you could see this. There's only 3 choices. Eye color, again, pick which eye color you want. Eyewear, we got none. Got super cool glasses, which you can give me 2 colors for those. Obviously, the first color will be the band, I think. Yeah. First color is the band. And then the second color will be what reflective tint do you want me to let it be. And you can always describe a different one if you want. Or put team color. So we have those glasses, and we'll just go through these. And they do keep these on while they're playing. And it's really funny if a catcher has a glasses on during the motif. All right. And then, well, I guess y'all can't see the eye black if I... Okay, so no eye black. There's 1, 2, 3. All right, back to this. I'll go back and do the female heads and stuff now. All right, so I think the females have less options, but let's go through the heads here. Again, this head is more of the head shape. Yeah, there's only 7. All right, going through hair. Here's 1, 2. Is that the Karen? Well, I only got 9 hairstyles. Same thing with the hair color, ladies. You just give me the row and column, and if you want 2 different colors, you can do that. Well, I'll have to change your hair so you can see the eyebrows. Okay. I don't know if they're going to be the same or not. Yeah, there's only 4. Okay. Same thing with eye color. Eyewear, I think the ladies have the same exact options. You can kind of see them here. And then, yeah, they got the same eye black combos, 1 through 12. All right, so here's where a lot of the change for the game comes into, where you can have your pants and everything be different. Here's shin cut, knee cut, boot cut, ankle cut. So there's your options for that. Your undershirt, this can vary per uniform. I think one of the uniforms I designed, you could see the undershirt really well. The other one you cannot, but it's up to you. Here's the wrist length. There's no undershirt. He's obviously got a sleeve on. So if you just didn't have a sleeve, let me take that off. There's the none. You got a shoulder undershirt, so like a t-shirt. There's an elbow one, the 1970s shirt, forearm, and then back to the wrist. All right, so sleeves. I'll just do this for one side because it's the same on both, but you have this sleeve. And notice here that these colors, so you can have the 4. Well, some of them, depending on the length, can have multiple colors. There's sleeve 1. I'll go through the sleeves and then we'll go back and look at the colors. Sleeve 2. So if you just want to have like a NBA type 1 sleeve thing, here's your option to do that. Obviously on something like this, it can have multiple colors. So you can make it like, you give me 1 color and then, you know, whatever you put in the other one will make it different. Like the military one, you'd obviously want 4 colors, maybe. Let me change this 1 color so you all can see. Now it's really important on this. So like on this one where this left sleeve has 4 different things, you need to let me know which color goes where, because if you pick the wrong one, your color, you may be going for a flag design or something, it may be backwards. So the first one does the bottom here, that's the middle, and that's the top. Same with this. All right, and the same for the right. Wristbands. It says no, oh, that's wrist tape. Let me take the wrist tape off so you can see the wristbands. So you can have your left, right, or both. And again, you can give me a color. So if you want to, like the top 5 here are usually the team colors. These are not the team colors we're using. I brought up one team to show you all this. All right, wrist tape. Got your 1, 2. Like I said, it's imperative you get the right numbers. We can always go back and change it as the season goes on. Wrist tape can also be colored. So again, you just have to give me like a vague color. Like if you want like a dark blue, like say dark blue, you know, just describe the color and I'll try to match it up the best I can. All right, cleats. Cleats are usually a big deal. People are big on their cleats. So I'm gonna go through the cleats and let you see all the designs. All right, I'm gonna go back to this one because I want you to be able to see here that there is a, let me color them different. There is very different. So the first one is gonna be one of the main colors on your cleat. The second one is gonna be the second main color on your cleat. Third will be your shoelaces. So depending on what you put here, that will be the color of those. And then the fourth slot will be the sole of the shoe. You can see it light up there. So keep that in mind. Cleats are not team specific, so if you want, it's just like in the NBA, your team could be green and white, but if you want purple and green shoes, because that's your designer cleats, go for it. Cleats, like I said, people are really big on that. All right, let's look at tattoos. There are right and left tattoos. Do you have to have them? No. But I'll go through because they're the same on both arms, but I'll let you see them here on the right arm. So you can make a decision if you would want that or not. Do remember though, if you pick a tattoo and you put a sleeve on, you will cover up the tattoo. All right, so there's you got 14 tattoos to choose from. All right, let's go to gear. The glove is always a big issue because again, it's got 5 colors and you'll just have to see which colors you want. And there's usually predefined colors here are the ones I want you to look at. We can do team colors as well, but obviously most gloves are brown. So you'll just have to figure out what you want to do. But this, the first one here is the main color of the glove. You're going to see the majority of that. I believe the second color is the inside. Yeah. So let me color it yellow here. So yeah, the second one is the inside. So first is outside. Second is the inside. Third will be that little webbing pop there. You can see it light up. So in this case, it's black. Let me make that red. So you can see that. 8, or excuse me, 8. I read that. I believe this is stitching. Oh, it's on the web. Okay, I see what it's you can barely see it. But like if you look on the red webbing, it's got white stitching. That's what the third one is. And then this here, I believe, is the logo on the glove. Yeah. It's very hard to see, but that changes the logo of the glove. It'd be nice if he stood still so you all could see that. All right, so this is when you're batting, elbow guard. You can either put it on or off, and then it's got 2 colors. The first color is the main part, and the second color will be the strap of the part. Do not have to have that, just an option when you go up to bat. Batting gloves, you can go up with none. You can go up with 1. Again, there are 4 colors here. I believe the first 2, yeah, the first 2 are your main colors. Actually, the first one is the top one. The second one is inside. The third color will be the second main color on the outside. And then and there's only 3 colors on this one. So that's really odd that they numbered it that way, but just keep that in mind so you can see. So that's batting glove 1. Looks like it's got an E on it. Batting glove 2, like a Spider-Man type look. 3 has a square, some little cool designs on it. There's 4. Oh, that's neat. They really upped their batting glove game this year. That's got some bricks on it. It's got a C. I guess maybe we give the captain of the team that. Then back to none. Ankle guards, again, this will only be on when you're batting. 2 colors, again. The first color is the inside. The second color is the strap of that. Helmet style. Let me get the pine tar off. So you got this helmet. There's 2. Got like ear holes. 3 has your protector. Now, if you're going to use one of these protectors, make sure if you're batting right, put it on the right side that faces the pitcher, or it won't make sense. We got some, oh, looks like softball helmets here. Yeah, so 4 helmets this year. Tar, you got a spec or gobs, and that's just the aesthetic look if you've got a lot on your helmet or not. Bat styles. Bats are big. Here's style 1, normal bat. 2 has multiple colors. I will pick super different colors here. Oh, it looks like, so for the bat finish, you've got the normal, traditional colors of a bat. Then you can get creative with your other colors. So 3 would be part of the bat's logo. And I believe this last one is your bat's. Yeah, so you can have different designs. It's hard to see that. Let me put that red so you can see which colors coordinate with what. So there's bat 2. Bat 3 has stars on it. Only 2 colors it looks like on that one. Oh, I see what's covering it up. So there's bat 4. That one looks cool. Bat 5. 6. And then back to 1. Now, one thing, let me find that one bat and I'll show you. So bat grip down here is the last thing. So if you color this bat and it looks really good, if you put 1 on there, there's very little bat grip taped on there. And then you can go through and you see there's some pine tar on it. There's it actually wrapped up, so it covers part of that up. There's some dark colored on the handle. So you have 4 different bat grips. All right, so a lot of that stuff is the same for males and females on that one. And again, I'm trying to rush through this. We're already almost 20 minutes into this video of me just going over this, and it takes so long, but once you get your person made and it's on the Google Docs, I'll have the description, or in the description below, I'll have the link to the Google Docs. It's not that hard for me to go in here and make them. So it takes some time, yes, but it's really exciting. All right, the last part is swagger. This is probably the biggest, most personalized part of your player, because I have to let these kind of play through. So here's batting routine 1. You can kind of see him go up, kicks the dirt a little bit. I'm just going to go through these because there's 15 of them. So there's 1. Showboat. Zeros used that one last year. All right, there's number 15. One of those is actually exactly what I did when I was a kid. All right, batting stance is when you're actually, after you've walked in and they've announced you, this is how you wait on the pitch. There's 18 of these, so I'll again go through these. Some of you may see yourselves as I go through this. Sexy Flanderses. All right, there's number 18. All right, walk-up songs. Oh man, I don't need, there was like 80 something of these last on Super Mega Baseball 2. Let's see what, this is the song that plays when you come up. There's 105. Okay, so we're gonna have to go through this. I'm gonna put it on Lone Wolf, but then we'll start with one and I'll go through it. This is your personalized song, Walking Up. Now, if you're one of those weird people and you don't wanna have the same song as somebody else, you may wanna list 2 of these. So if there's like 4 people with the same one, you may get something different. So hopefully you can hear these pretty well. All right, let's start with one, and I'll just scroll through them. All right, so that was all 105 of those. I'm gonna go back and pick a picture now so we can go in and look at their windups in case you want to pick a picture. All right, so here's your picture windups. Here's windup 1, 2, and that changes based on your arm angle. You have underhand kind of throw, you have a low, mid, and then the high. So if we pick sub and go through these, it's the same windup. Your release point is just very different. Now, do keep in mind, if you pick a pitcher, remember, you're not going to be in every single game. Even if you're a reliever, you may not be called out for a game. Every other game, yeah, but not every game. So keep that in mind. All right, here's what I guess I'll do on this page is what I'll do is for stats. You have, if you're a fielder, and here's where I want to, again, at the first of the video, I know I'm going to talk about this, but at this point I want to reiterate. This is franchise mode. I loaded up the Larry Baller's team from last year. I will lose 3/4 of the team because the players are so good, I won't be able to afford them. So keep that in mind. And I'll have to keep it in mind when I design players. If you are a fielding player, you're going to have to give me your top 2 positions and then a secondary position if you want to play it. So like this guy here, he plays third base. He can also play first base. This person can play right field. They can also play the other outfield positions. But if you put like OF, or they don't have an example here, but let's say on this dude, we changed him to infield outfield or first base outfield or outfield infield. You know, if you put one of these that's just generic, you will be able to play those positions, but you'll take a bonus, or you'll take a, not a bonus, what's the opposite of bonus? A penalty to that position when you go out there. So let me set this back. I don't want to change anything. So if you're a fielder, you will have power, contact, speed, fielding, and arm. Now, obviously for batting, power and contact are your biggest ones. You have speed, you have fielding, and arm. What I want you all to do is rank these on what you feel for your person is the most important. And I'll probably have a pull down menu. And so on 1, you'll put, okay, I want to be a great fielder. So you want that. So that means I'll put more, and when I roll the die to figure out your stats, I'll put more into your fielding ability, and you know, and then we'll go from there. Arm is obviously how hard you throw it. If you're an outfielder, you probably want a strong arm. You play third base, you probably want a strong arm. First base, you don't really need a strong arm unless you're throwing it back across the diamond or going home, so keep that in mind. Power and contact. Contact is obviously your ability to hit the ball. Power is how far you can hit the ball if you get good contact. Age is a thing on this game too. I think, what's the youngest you can go in the game? So it's age 49 to 18. So pick an age. The older you are, the higher your stats will probably be, but you may retire. That is part of franchise mode. So think about that. If you make an 18-year-old, your stats are probably going to be lower because you're going to have time to develop. I'm not sure what to do about traits, but there are different traits. I'll scroll through them here. I feel like this is something we may add to players after the first season. So if you show like some initiative, you may earn a trait. I don't know what to do at the start. If I come up with a better idea, I may randomly draw and give these to some people. But notice there are some traits that are good and some that are bad. I don't know what to do with these just yet, but if I do put a trait thing on there, I may have one where it's like, what do you like? Because I'm afraid everybody picked the same ones, and not everybody can have a trait. I think that's something you earn as the season goes on. All right, so there was all your batting traits. I'll do the same thing with pitching. Again, if you're going to be a pitcher, and again, not everybody, you see here, you can have what, 4 starting pitchers, some relievers and starting pitchers. Usually you have 3 main starting pitchers, and then this guy here, the 4th one, he can be a reliever or a starting pitcher, just in case. And maybe this dude as well will have both roles. And then the other ones are just going to be relievers, and then you can either have another relief pitcher or a closer. So you can signify whether you want to be a starting pitcher, relief pitcher. That means you'll be the middle. You just want to be a reliever, or if you want to be a closer. Remember, only 1 closer per team, and some teams don't have closers. This is where, again, I have to reiterate, not everybody will be on the same team. And even if you start on the team, you may move to other teams. And I may actually just put a option at the very top of the Google Doc that says, hey, do you want to try to play on SKS's team, or do you want to just be distributed to another team on that? And then I'll just plug you in and let them control you. If you do pick a pitcher, you will have to pick pitches. Obviously, if you're a starter, you'll probably get more pitches. So you got 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, cut fastball. Then you have some specialty pitches. You got a screwball and you have a slider. You got a changeup, forkball, and curveball. Those are your pitches. Notice on this one, the closer has 2, the relievers have 3, and then the starters have more because, they're starting pitchers. Pitchers usually don't have good contact. I will just randomly distribute those. Maybe 1 out of every 5 pitchers, if we have that many, will have good hitting ability. Here's your fielding ability. But what I want you to do for when you do your pitching is, again, just like the fielding positions, you rank. You have velocity, that's how fast you throw it. You have junk, that's how much bend and curve you can put on it. And then you have accuracy. I want you to rank these in the way that you want me to distribute points. There are traits for pitchers. I'll go through these. Again, I feel like this is something that you'll earn as we go on. Obviously, if you walk a lot of people, then we'll throw on the negative one. If you strike out a lot of people, you'll get the K-man. You can't strike out people, we'll put K-dud on there. There's not as many pitching ones. So again, I don't know. I think we'll just distribute those differently. I'm trying to think of what I'm forgetting here. There'll be more stuff on the Google Doc. So just go through and make sure you just take your time. Message me on Discord if you have any questions. If a lot of people pick the same things or the same positions, people who have been subbed the longest on stream will get the benefit. But again, a lot of those people, I'll throw Captain Pete out there. Captain Pete already said he wants to play on another team. That's fine. And on this game, maybe down the road we trade and get Captain Pete because he's struggling on the other squad. It's going to be a whole new world. We're not just going to have the same team that we've always had. It's going to be, there's a word for ever changing, but it's going to be fluid as the season goes on, as we go in between seasons. So I'm really excited about that. And again, maybe you just want your guy to play 1 season, so you make a really old player and then they retire. It's totally up to you all what you want to do. I'm kind of excited to see what you all create. Last year's Larry Ballers, or not last year, we ran with them for 2 years. The creativity of that was amazing, and that was just cool. And some people, you may want to be a bench player, so I may put a thing on there. It's like, do you want to be a starter or do you want to be a bench player? Because some people want to play the backup. They want to come in and pinch hit. There is designated hitters on one side of the division, so I may put that as an option on there. It's going to be a more detailed Google Doc this time. Well, I better end this video because it's going to go way too long. Leave questions and comments down below. I bet this is going to be like a 50-minute, hour-long video. But it's worth it. It's very worth it. I'm so excited about this. I'm gung-ho. I cannot wait to start streaming this. So I hope you all are excited. Oh, one last reminder. Don't pick dirty names. I don't want to see Bendovers and Mike Hawk and different things like that. I do prefer if you kind of do it along with your name. Like my player's name, his first name is SKS, his last name is Plays. I may use my real name, who knows? It's Steve. I know that's shocking, but who knows? But as always, thanks for watching. See you all next time. Can't wait to see who you all pick. Again, message me in Discord or leave a comment if you have problems. Thanks, everybody.